Welcome to Foundational Learning. This is Mr. Chibomba Midimo. Today's lesson is on the 2020 ECZ past paper for science under internal candidates. We're going to look at structured question in section B, the first question in section B. That was on changes of states of matter. Okay, here's the question. Now, we are going to look at the table here. We study the table as it is stipulated here on top. If we look at the table, we are going to see different states of matter. We have this one here where the particles are in orderly manner. They are in orderly manner and they're in a regular pattern. So this can only be found in solids. So right, solid. So here we'll write solid. Then here where the particles are furthest from each other, leaving longer distance between particles, this state of matter is a gas. Okay. Then here we have the arrangement of particles that are not orderly. They are just mixed up, unlike in the other state of matter where the particles are orderly, that is in solid, and they're in a regular pattern. But here they are mixed up and they are not in any pattern, but they are still closely packed, leaving very smaller spaces in between them, very smaller, but not compared to solids. Okay, solids, there are no spaces in between particles. So this state of matter can only be liquid. Okay, now changes of states of matter we can look at down here on the table where there are common substances. We have aluminum oxide, ammonium chloride, calcium hydroxide, copper 2 sulfate, iodine crystals, and water. A1, identify process A in figure B1.1. Now, process A here, we can see that it is a change of state from solid to gas. This can only be sublimation. So, we'll write sublimation. Okay. From the table, identify two substances that can undergo process A. So process A, according to grade 10 chemistry, there are substances that can sublime. And amongst those substances, we have ammonium chloride. So we'll write ammonium chloride. And an experiment on this one can be carried out to show the two substances undergoing sublimation. And we also have another one, which is iodine crystals. Iodine crystals. Part B, state whether process B and C are endothermic or exothermic. Explain your answer. Okay. Now we have to identify first the process B and C so that we are able to know whether they are endothermic or exothermic. Okay. Now endothermic are reactions that absorbs heat from the environment. They absorb heat from the environment, meaning that heat gets into the reaction. And exothermic, these are reactions that lose heat to the environment. Now, there is a trick here on how to answer this question. One thing that we have to know is that as we move from solid to liquid, this process between here it is obviously gaining heat, so it's endothermic. From liquid to gas, it's still gaining heat, so it's endothermic. But when we start moving in reverse, where a gas goes back to a liquid, it means that a substance is losing heat and it's exothermic. And from liquid to solid, it is still losing heat, meaning that it is exothermic. Okay, so process A, it's process B. Okay, not A, but process B is evaporation, where a liquid turns into gas. So during evaporation, a substance or this process here is definitely absorbing heat, so it is endothermic. So we say process B is endothermic okay, because heat is absorbed. Okay, absorbed from where? From the environment. Okay, from the environment. So you can complete it here is environment. Okay, then process C, a liquid turns into solid. So you look at the direction of arrows is what is guiding us, whether it is from solid to liquid or liquid to solid. So here the arrow is moving in this direction. So a liquid turns into a solid. The process C is freezing. So during freezing, okay, during freezing, you find that a substance is losing heat, so it is exothermic. So we say process C is exothermic because heat is lost to the environment. Okay, so that was B1. So guys, you can send likes and you can subscribe to my page, Foundational Learning, and I'll be able to see your comments in the comment section. Thank you for listening to my video, and you can expect more videos on different questions. Thank you.